So we went to her parents' evening and oh my god, it was absolutely amazing.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. It is Thursday the 4th of April and I'm starting the day today on my own in the house because Sarah has gone to school with Aurora. She's got to go and do Oscar's parents' evening, then she's got to go and do Jean's at school, which I don't understand why, because she finishes in like a month's time. So what is there to tell that the GCSE results aren't going to show us? So it seems a bit redundant to me. Maybe I'll get called for saying that, but I don't really care. That's my own opinion. I think it's pathetic that she's got to go to parents' evening when she finishes in a month's time. So the weather has been weird today because it hailstormed this morning. It's been sunny for the rest of the day and now it's gone cold again. So it's just typical Manchester weather, or maybe that's just up and down the country, I don't know. I'd ask you to tell me, but unfortunately the PG Tips chimps that used to be on the TV that now work at YouTube haven't sorted the comment section out yet, because let's not forget, paedophiles only go on small family vlogging channels. Yeah, just listen to that again. They only go on small family vlogging channels, which is ridiculous. Even if you monitor your own comments, which I do, I have them on approval on all of them, they still decided to take the comments away. How ridiculous is that? It's pathetic. So we are going to check in with Sarah in a minute. She's took her camera, I've got my camera, obviously. She's got the pink one, I've got the black one. Makes sense, really. Saying that, there's nothing wrong with me having a pink camera. It's just that I don't want a pink camera. I'm not that way inclined yet. I'm not. So I'm going to head over to the office later on this evening. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be going back over to the office later on because I've still got... See, here's the thing. I've got orders. I've got small orders that I can knock out quite quickly. Then I've got the big orders like the pulse rifles. I've literally got about 6 pulse rifles to finish. 1 Hoth rifle. Loads of Star Trek rifles. It is absolutely mental. And eBay keep banging on at me to ship globally because it'll increase your sales. It will. But I personally think that I wouldn't be able to keep up with the orders because there's that many selling of these rifles, because to buy this particular rifle, this Star Trek rifle, costs you over £2,000. I'm selling it for £100, so you know, go figure, do the maths. It works out better to get mine, paint it and make it look real, which the guys that buy it don't disappoint, and that's exactly what they do. They make these things look ridiculous. So I keep messing with my hair, it's because it needs cutting. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, then I'm going to be going over to the studio and recording a video for that other channel, which is going to be a barn burner, by the way. Back to the old style that I used to do over there. Back to the don't really care kind of style. So that's going to be coming later next week. I'm not going to say the exact day when it drops, I'm just going to drop it onto Twitter, but enough of that because I'll start getting shouted at, because this is the family channel. This isn't the angry channel, this is the family channel. So Sarah is at school, as I just said. Mason's probably on his way home now. She's going to come back later on. I'm going to do the tea while she's at school when they come back. As you can see, I put these 2 pictures up. This one and this one. Put those 2 up while she's been gone. I'm also going to put the Dyson bracket up now. Then I'm going to sweep the outside of the house because it's all man cave. Well, it's not. What happens is, next door, because they don't speak to me, we used to do like, we'd clean the whole front of the house and we'd do theirs as well in the end house. Well, now she just does hers and her next door neighbours. So us and Melanie have got like a dirty front yard, and we used to do it like if they did it, we'd do it for them and stuff like that. But it's all good. They've got our hose pipe under the side. I'm going to take it back later on. Not that I'm a child or anything. It's just that fair's fair.
Meanwhile,
good morning, guys, and welcome to today's vlog. So glad that you can share this day with me. I'm actually shaking. I think I'm hungry. So I'm heading to school and I've got Aurora with me. So I've got to go and see Oscar's teacher for parents' evening, and I've also got to go and see Imogen's teachers because it's her parents' evening. This will be her last parents' evening in that school. I would be so glad to see the back of that school, if I'm honest. So let's head to school, check in with the kids, see what they've been doing, and do this parents' evening, or evenings.
82 kilometers later.
So we've just arrived at school, and as you can tell, I have a whingy baby. So I'm going to go and sort the baby out, get her onto her buggy frame, and then we're going to go and get the kids and see what they've been up to today, because my car is flashing. it is desperately in need of some fuel, otherwise we won't be getting anywhere. So we're going to go from the kids, see their Oscar's teacher, go to the petrol station, and then we're going to go to Imogen's school. So we just got out of school. Oh my god, it is so cold. I don't know where this cold weather has just come from like this. We didn't see Oscar's school teacher because apparently she's been in some kind of car accident, so she's a bit scared of driving at the minute, so I'm going to rebook that and do it another day. So anyway, hope she gets well soon and feels a lot better, hopefully. He wants to be on camera. Say hi to YouTube.
Oscar, what's your accident?
So we're going to go back to the car, get nice and warm, go to the petrol station, and if I've got cake around my mouth, that's because the kids have just brought me cake out of school, and it was so yum. So even though this morning I was moaning about putting on weight, but you know what, when your kids give it to you, you can't refuse it, can you? You've got to show them that you love them when they bring your cake out of school. They bring it to make you feel better. So anyway, let's get to the petrol station, get my children in the nice warm car. Well, we'll have to get in the car first before we get to the petrol station. That usually makes sense, but anyway, we'll check back when we get to Imogen's school and see what Imogen's been up to. So what have you done in school today?
Maths, English, no degree maths, guided reading, English. We had Mr. Malley for a bit, then he had to go do more guided reading.
Is that it? What do you have for dinner today?
Guess what I had? 2 pieces of cheese.
2 pieces of cheese for your dinner?
And some with jack potato. I had some sweet corn and some
You're making it up now, aren't you, to make it sound like you've had no dinner?
Can you put this up?
What did you have? What have you done today?
What? I had for my dinner first. You asked that first. I bit on my jacket. I ate all my sweet corn. And all my cheese. And that's it.
And what did you do in school?
Maths. English topic. Guided reading, phonics. There, that's it.
That's it. What did you do in school today, son?
Maths, English, more English, get a cake, and that's it.
Excuse you. What did you have for your dinner? Oh, you told me, didn't you? Just sweet corn.
And sweet corn, that's portion. And a watermelon.
Oh, and a watermelon. What, on your jacket's wood? Watermelon on your jacket's wood. That's a great combination. That's like having cucumber with a Sunday dinner. Hi, gorgeous. Hi. Hiya, cutie.
Oh, we want to see.
Hiya, cutie. Are you going shopping? We're going shopping, aren't we? Yeah. What are you looking at?
Easter stuff, chocolate for Easter.
The Easter Bunny only comes to good little children.
I want these ones.
The Easter Bunny only comes to good little children.
I want these ones.
Did you get them last year?
No.
Did you get them last year?
No, we could just got these ones.
Ah, yeah.
No, we only got one. The only thing about this box, I don't like these ones.
I know.
They're not plastic.
What are they?
Dad always gets me them, and they only 50p when he goes.
Reese's Pieces eggs.
It's free for £1. No, it's not. It's free for 50.
Free for 50?
It's
Free for £50?
50p.
Oh, let's go.
Get some marbles, you get that fish, you get some of these, you get some of these. Mum.
Oh yeah.
What
Got some lovely stuff in, haven't there?
What would you pick from here?
I like this.
I like this.
This is pretty. I've got this at my studio, haven't I? Oh, look at this little rabbit. How cute.
On the Easter bonnet, on my Easter thing, when we bring in our eggs, and Easter cream.
It actually looks good, that, doesn't it? There's a bonnet.
Mum, would you rather have this one, this one, or not that one, or this one?
Oh, look.
Oh, it's a monkey, look.
That's your dad, that's your mum.
That's not fat.
Dad is fat.
That's skinny as a mushroom.
And mum's just a lovely unicorn.
Nah, we don't see a bum.
Well, yeah, with a big bum.
Like a donkey. Donkey. Unless he's dad's bum. I don't even have a bum.
Anyway, let's finish shopping. Let's finish shopping. Okay, so we have come into Tesco's just to pick a few bits up. Just gonna fill you in a little bit about Imogen's parents' evening. So we went to her parents' evening, and oh my god, it was absolutely amazing. Like, they've said that she's gonna get her A-levels and better, hopefully, if she just pushes herself, because they said she's just working so well and she's gonna achieve more than she's capable of, basically. So usually, like, you're working to a 3.3 and she's been coming out with 4.4s, which is equivalent to maybe a B, and they reckon that she could probably go further if she really worked hard at it. But even if she doesn't, she'd still come out with a C in all of the subjects, so that's Gcse pass, so that's really good. So I'll have to treat her this week to something really nice to say well done, because she has been coming home and revising like constant from the minute she walks in. She's been staying at school till around 6:30, 7 o'clock some nights, and not coming in till like 8, and then carrying on revising when she gets home. But obviously she's got a revision timetable now, so she needs to try and stick to that so she doesn't get too stressed out and it don't all start getting on top of her. So she's been advised to do that by the teachers today. So I just want to say well done to Imogen for all your hard work in school, and well done on getting a good achievement at your parents' evening. Mummy loves you. So we're just going to carry on shopping, and then we're going to get home because I really need a nice cup of tea and just to sit down. But I must admit, Aurora has been really good while we've been out. You have been a good girl, haven't you? Yeah. Yes. Don't you start crying now, make me look stupid. You've been a good girl. You want to go home now and have a bot, don't you, and get ready for bed? Yes. Yes.
Have a nap now.
Hey? She needs to have a nap.
1 hour later.
Okay, so we are home after our long journey. So we got in around 6 o'clock, I think it was, or something like that, and then they had tea near enough straight away. But yes, it's been a productive day for me today. I feel like I have actually lived in that car, and I've only been in it once in, like, I think that's the first time I've drove for a while. Obviously I drove last week to go to parents' evening, but I mean, like, Dave's in the car near enough every day. I've not actually drove that car that often. I don't even know why I pay for tax, insurance and everything else, because I don't even use it. So anyway, look at my little baby. She's been so good. She was so good while we was out, actually. So she's a good girl. She's been a good girl. You're a good girl, aren't you? Hey? Are you a good girl? Yes. Yes. Turn that down, son. Tell him, turn it down, because it's so loud. Yes. It's so loud. Are you going to say good night to everybody, because it's nearly your bedtime?
Oh, look at this.
Say good night.
Look at this. And this.
You're not putting that ring on your finger again, are you?
That's not.
So, when we went to school, Alfred decided to put this on his hand. So it is a ring off one of the cakes that you get. School had a cake sale today.
It was a Greg's.
So did somebody bring them in from Greg's?
Yeah.
So somebody donated them from Greg's from sale for the bake sale, or somebody bought them.
Someone bought them from
and brought them in. So they had these little rings on. So Alfie decided to put it on a finger that you couldn't get it off. So this might sound horrible, and I don't care because it was so funny. He actually got it stuck on his finger, and I couldn't help but laugh. Obviously it's not like a proper ring, it's got a thing that pulls it off, but he couldn't get it off, and that's what made it funny. And then I tried getting it off, and I was like, oh, I'm not pulling it because it might end up hurting you or breaking your finger. So I said, no, Alfie, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get the ambulance or the fire brigade and have them come and cut it off. Either that, or you might have to have your finger taken off. And he's like, no, no, no. Anyway, he was sat there for about 10 minutes and he went, Mum, I've got it off. So it was so funny though. You actually just had to be there because it was just hilarious. Me, Portia and Oscar were just sat there laughing our heads off. It was just too funny. Was you laughing? Was you laughing? Was you laughing? You're blowing bubbles. I think you're getting pegs. Yes. I think you're getting pegs. Do you think you're getting pegs? Yeah. Do you? You're liking this camera now, aren't you? Do you want to go? Do you want to give everybody a kiss? Mwah. Oh, that was lovely. That was lovely.
Look at this picture from Mason.
That was lovely. Alfie's just sat here going through my phone with all the pictures on it, and then there was a picture that I'd taken of Mason, and I think it's on our Instagram actually. And basically he had, I don't think you'll be able to see out now, I'll show him in a minute. He had a bobble in his hair, so Alfie thinks it's dead funny. Not as funny as him getting a ring stuck in his finger though. Anyway, oh, and then we went to Tesco's, as you've seen, and it's amazing when I go to Tesco's, I only get what I need and spend what I need to spend. When I go with Dave, we spend what we don't need to spend. And we end up with stuff that we don't need. So anyway, I'm gonna take my princess to bed, and then I'm sure Dave will check in with us. Say good night. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.
Later that same evening.
Alright, so I'm at the office now. I brought Portia with me, she's doing her own work in the lobby, like the old reception area out there. So yeah, I had to change the hot end, well not the hot end, the hot end fan on that one. When I came in today, it was really brittle. When I checked the fan on the side, the fan was spinning like really slow, and then it was getting quicker and quicker. So like a 9.5 hour print was wasted completely. But it's fixed now, so I'm not gonna have to change that for another year, hopefully, which is good really. So I'm glad I've done it now, so I don't have to do it for the rest of, well, for the rest of the year. So everything else is printing, everything else printed perfectly today. I'm printing the spool holders that I spoke to you about yesterday for these 3 big machines. They should be working properly. I've also got the 2 Costal printers, they're now running perfectly. I seem to have dialed them in pretty cool. I've also just finished a Star Wars. If anybody's seen Star Wars, everybody thinks it's the first Star Wars. It was the first Star Wars that was made. It was episode 4, A New Hope. And this is the training droid, or one half of the training droid. So when Luke's on the Millennium Falcon, he puts the training helmet on, and this fires things at him, and he has to stop it or blast it with his lightsaber, stop the blaster with his lightsaber. This is one half of it. That's actually printing the other half to it. This is already on eBay now, so there's already watches on this, so I'm hoping that this is going to sell because it's quite a high-end item. So it's beneficial to me if it does, because I've got this huge weight hanging over my shoulders that is called Disney World 2020. Speaking of Disney World 2020, we actually get in the next 2 weeks the booking reference number that unlocks the app, the My Disney app, so then we can book in and start planning next year with the kids, which is almost part of the fee. Well, it's a really good part of going to Disney World, because you can pick where you want to go, and we've already got our place at Be Our Guest. The girls have always wanted to go and eat at Be Our Guest, so me and Sarah. So that'll be cool, because Vanellope, she's ridiculously excited, bless her. She can't wait to go there now. Every time she goes in bed, in fact she actually broke my heart tonight. She was singing, I nearly choked up then. Can you believe it? This horrible fat man, this aggressive man, nearly choked up then. She was singing the Mulan song. I think it's called Who Is That Girl? She was singing that in bed tonight. She was, she is a proper princess. That's all I can say, she's a proper princess, but she broke my heart tonight, so I can't wait to take her to Disney World next year with Sarah and all the other kids. This is basically what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this to take us away and to build a future for my family and kids. This is just getting bigger and bigger by the week. I have had a quiet week for the last 7 days, so I'm thinking that things are going to pick up probably in the next couple of days, but the break is obviously, every time I used to say this a couple of months ago, I'd always get hammered with orders, but I'm going to tempt fate. I've got a feeling that I'm going to have a break for the next couple of days and not get any orders in, purely so I can catch up with everything that I need to do. This is why I need to get the spool holders done on these, because these need to be printed in loads of parts, and the only way of getting them to print loads of parts is by getting this black filament on that doesn't fit on these spool holders. So I've got to nip over to Tesco's, got to pick up some nappies, also some toilet rolls, then it's back home, then we're going to check out and we're going to end today's vlog.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, so back home now, about to end today's vlog. Just sat down and had a brew with Sarah. She's just about to go and get ready for bed. We're going to nip to Chelsea's in the morning. We're going to drop off the Moses basket. Then we're going to hopefully get the keys to Sarah's new studio. The reason why we haven't got the keys to Sarah's studio at the minute is because the goons that are moving out of her studio were supposed to move their shit by the 1st of April. Yeah, well, it's the biggest April Fool's joke ever, because their crap is still in there and the landlord's not impressed with them, so we need to get hold of him tomorrow and make sure that we can move in there within the next couple of days. Or
he actually said, didn't he, if there wouldn't have been that much stuff in there, he would have put it outside, but because it's too much.
Next time, wait for me to finish before you talk.
Because it was too much.
So you did it on purpose, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, because there was too much in there, yeah? You couldn't put it outside.
Right. So,
okay.
As I said before, I had to fix one of the printers. The printers, whoops, see that? Falling over. And I'm not even drunk or even had a tipple. But the printer is fixed. It's fixed now, perfectly. So, yes, and I've actually finished this as well. If anybody's got Sky Q and you're always losing the remote control, or the remote control falls down your couch and you need somewhere to put it, I've printed out a nifty little stand for the Sky Q remote. So where's the stand? So it basically comes off and drop the stand in, and there it goes on the side of the cupboard. A command strip on the back. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Even though I haven't got an uncle called Bob or Fanny. If you have, try and leave a comment below. If not, send your answer by carrier pigeon to Manchester Road in MOSSLEY. I would appreciate it. If there's a rat-a-tat-tat on the door and it's a racing pigeon, I will be amazed and stunned. And on that pigeon bombshell, we are going to end today's vlog. Do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Did you see how the colour changed? Because Sarah always puts the ISO up to 1, which increases the light and it just looks stupid. I've just put it down to 0. Where was I? Leave us a comment if you can. Click the notification bell, it does nothing. And we will see you guys tomorrow, because we do this every single day.